Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today's video, we are going to be doing a review of Upstart Personal Loans. For those of you that are new here, hi, I'm Alexis. I'm a single mom with 2 kids, and I've been sharing my journey to independence, mostly financial independence. I've got some budget with me, some cash stuffing videos, as well as some grocery hauls. And sometimes I do a sit down chit chat with you and review some products and things. If that is something you are interested in, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you're not missing a video, and then give this video a thumbs up, help the YouTube algorithm. So for those of you that are returning, hi, how are you guys? I have missed you guys so much. It has been a minute since I have done one of these sit down face-to-face chit chats with you. And I'm so glad that you guys came back for this one. So every week I like to do shout outs to channels or people that are supporting me and commenting, liking my videos, subscribe to my channel, just really encouraging me and motivating me to keep going and to show them that I appreciate them. This week's shout out is going to go to the Christian Budgeter. She has a channel here on YouTube and she has been consistently commenting on my videos, encouraging me, motivating me, always positive, and I appreciate it so much. So I have her channel linked down below. Feel free to check it out after you've watched this video. Again, she shares her journey with personal finances and getting out of debt. She also has some really cool savings challenge ideas and things for those of us that maybe can't do the full 100 envelope challenge or even the 52 envelope challenge because of finances and things. She has a 1, 2, 3 challenge that she is doing. So again, I'm going to link her channel down below. Check her out. If you want to be shout out in one of my videos, all you have to do is comment down below. I appreciate all of you guys so much, and I just want to share that appreciation with everybody else. So let's jump right into the video. As I said before, we are doing a review of Upstart Personal Loans. Now, first things first, I am no stranger to personal loans, payday loans, title loans, checking to cash loans, you name it, I have probably done it. While this is a review of them, this is not a sponsored video. They're not paying me to say anything about them. I'm just giving you my opinion based on my personal experience with them. The second thing is I am not a personal finance expert. I am not advising anybody on what they should be doing with their money. I am strictly sharing my personal opinion and experience with you and hope that you learn something or gain something from it. But if you should have any questions about anything related with Upstart, I advise you to do your own research, contact them directly, talk to a personal finance advisor or an accountant, somebody other than me, because I honestly don't have those answers for you. As I said before, I am no stranger when it comes to personal loans, payday loans, checking to cash loans, all of those things. Previous videos, I have mentioned that in December or around the winter months, I was really struggling personally, mentally, professionally. I lacked the motivation I needed to keep going with my budget journey. And because of that, I was overspending in almost every single one of my categories. And Christmas came around and I had already spent the funds for it, but I hadn't bought any Christmas gifts. Now, while I would like to say that it is not a necessity for you to go out and spend all this money on your children, they love you just the same. It was something that I really wanted to do. So I found myself seeking a personal loan. I first contacted Onemain Financial. And for those of you that have already seen that video, you probably remember me saying something along the lines of, I will never do business with this company again. I had to eat those words because sometimes it's better to do business with the devil you know over a new devil. I still wholeheartedly support what I said in that previous video, predatory lenders and the such, but I did reach out to them and to see if I could do a loan with them. They had previously contacted me and told me that I was eligible for up to $12,000 pre-approved. So I figured a couple $100 should be easy for them. Fortunately for me and unfortunately for them, they weren't able to do a loan with me. I did get pre-approved with them. However, I was not interested in doing any type of title loan. I do have a car loan already that has a pretty high interest rate compared to other car loans, but I'm not interested in taking that interest rate to 30%. It just isn't worth it for me. So I reached out to Upstart. I've seen sponsorship deals with them where they always talk about how fast it is to get approved and they have great approval odds and instantly you don't have to hassle-free approval, things like that. And so I did go online and I went to upstart.com, filled out an application. The application process probably took me less than 5 minutes, probably around 3 minutes. It was very fast, and you get your approval, or I guess if you get denied, you would find that out almost immediately as well. So first, let's talk about the approval process, and then I'll give you a review and compare it to Onemain Financial, since that's another big personal loan company. The approval process. Again, the application was 5 minutes. It immediately took me to a screen that told me what their terms were and what the loan offer was. On the screen, it told me the terms and conditions. Basically, it was an $1,100 loan. They were going to take out $85 immediately as kind of their fee for it. And then it was 60 months, so 5 years at about 31%. I think it was 30.76, something like that. So it was about 31%. There was no penalty for prepayments. So if you paid the loan off early, you weren't going to get penalized for that. And I thought that was fine. Now, I personally would have rather been able to customize this loan, but there was no customization offer at all. It was really just a take it or leave it type of thing. If you accepted it, you clicked a button. If you didn't want it, then you just didn't click the button and you signed out. So I signed up and did my banking information, and it was going to be automatic payments of about $37 per month for 60 months. Now, if I had paid the loan at their rate, or just allowed it to automatically pay for the 60 months, I would have given them about $2,200 over the life of the loan. I knew that I wanted to pay this loan off fast. I was in a bind when I needed the loan, but I didn't want to stay in that bind. I also don't like the idea of doubling the amount that I borrowed. And it's just a high interest rate, just something to check off my list. So I knew I wanted to pay them off faster. I wish that when they approved me for the loan, that they had given me an option to customize it. Like, I wish that I could say, okay, yes, I want this amount, or no, I want to lower that amount, but I want these months. There was no customization to it. I don't know if maybe if I had contacted them by phone, if that customization would have been possible. I do understand that with companies like this, they really make their money on their interest. So someone like me who is trying to pay off the loan as fast as possible, that's not really the market that they were gearing towards. You know, if they can make the loan small or make your payments small, sometimes you forget about it and you'll go the full 60 months, not realizing that you had paid it, not realizing that you were paying $37 a month. No big deal. That's not really a negative for them. It's kind of just, it's not a positive or a negative in my opinion for me, because again, I realize they're not customizing their loan specifically for me. Now, seeing as how I only had a loan with them for 4 months, so originally I gave them $1,206. So that's $106 in interest that I ended up paying them originally when I paid them off. A couple of days later, I did get money direct deposited into my account of about $30, which means that I only paid them $1,176. So for 4 months of my loan, I paid $76 in interest. That's really not that bad in the long run of things. My problem with them, though, while I do appreciate their loan and the process was definitely hassle-free, I didn't have to talk to anybody. I didn't have to show proof of employment or provide paychecks like I would with Onemain Financial. Like, it was very instantaneous, and I do appreciate that. The one thing that I didn't like was once I paid the loan off, there was no email correspondence or anything that said, hey, you've paid us off. Congratulations. Thank you. Any of that. There was nothing, no response. I did go online and signed into their account, and I received this notification that said congratulations on their account. But other than that, I didn't receive anything. Also, when they deposited the $30 into my account, there was also not an email about that either. So I didn't know that they were refunding me. I assume it's because I paid more in interest than what they charged, but I don't know because they didn't email me for it. Comparing them to Onemain Financial, I still say this all the time. I do not recommend, I'm not recommending anything to anybody. You have to take your own personal finances into account and do what's best for you. For me personally, I don't like Onemain Financial. So take that with a grain of salt. This is completely biased because I really don't like them. But as far as the application process goes with Onemain Financial, I have always had to go into their office to complete the forms. I can do the application over the phone, but I have to go in, I have to sign, I have to provide proof of employment by giving them proof of my recent paychecks, as well as them calling my human resource department to confirm that I'm still employed with them, even though I just gave them like a check that said today's date. They would still always confirm it. I had to sign it there. Sometimes I think in the beginning, in the earlier years, they used to give you like a debit card where you can have your money instantaneous. Otherwise, it did take them a couple of days for them to transfer or deposit that money into my bank account. So it wasn't an instantaneous process. It also wasn't a hassle-free process. So I'm going to say Upstart did a really amazing job with that. It was quick and easy. I didn't have to provide them anything other than my social security number and probably my date of birth and address. I guess the other part that I would compare that to with Onemain Financial is paying the loan off. So with their internet, with signing into the internet account, there wasn't any option for me to gradually pay down my debt or to make a principal only payment towards it. The option was to pay it all off or to allow it to continue to come out of my bank account. Now, my loan was only for $1,100, so I was able to pay it off with just one paycheck and I would be fine. But if your loan is a higher amount than that, maybe you have a $5,000 loan, it's kind of hard to save that much money up, especially if budgeting and savings is an issue for you. And since their demographic or their target market is people who struggle with personal finances and needing that extra funding from a company like them, I think not having an option to make a payment online reduces the chance that you're actually going to pay the account off earlier or that you'll pay the balance off earlier. You know, if I'm paying $5,000, having that much money on hand at one time might be something, might not be something that you're able to do, especially if you're struggling with your own personal finances already. So I didn't really like that they didn't have that option. Again, I also didn't like that there were no customizations with the term loans, you know, but I get it. I am not their target graphic. Somebody who wanted to pay the account off fast is not who they're targeting for. They want those people that take the loan and forget about it because they make their money off of the interest. So in comparing them with Onemain Financial, I still prefer Upstart. I liked the hassle-free experience. I liked not having to provide a whole bunch of information to them. I also liked that the money was available to me pretty fast. My personal bank does not do like direct deposit with them. So it did take a couple of days for me to get the money, but it was still in my account. When I paid the account off, I set a date of when I wanted the money to come out of my account. It came out that same day. There was no hassle. There was nothing. With that hassle-free, I do wish that they had emailed me or some type of notification that let me know that the balance was paid in full, other than me just knowing it. And also letting me know that they were depositing money into my account would have been nice, but maybe that's just me. Overall, I am grateful that they were an option for me when I was in the position I was in. Again, it was Christmas time. I still wanted to do things for my family, and they made that possible for me. So that is going to do it for today's video. If you have any experience with either of those companies, comment down below. Let me know what you felt. Were your experiences shared like mine, where it was hassle-free? Or do you have a different type of experience? Let me know down below. That's going to do it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, do that now. It is free for you, but helps my channel out. And I will see you in the next video.